Hey friends, good afternoon. Thanks for joining me. All right, today we're going to start with something a little bit different. Instead of starting with our number of the day, we're going to do something that's called mental math, okay? So when I say mental math, that means that you're thinking of things in your head. You're just doing it mentally. We're not doing fingers, we're not drawing or using symbols. You're just thinking in your head, okay? So here's how this is going to work. You're just going to have to listen really carefully to what I'm saying, and then you're going to count on with me, okay? So for example, I'm going to give you a number like this. I'm going to say, let's start at 7, and we are going to count to 12. So we're going to start at 7, so we're putting 7 in our head, and then we're counting to 12, okay? So let's try it. Ready? Let's start at 7, counting to 12. Ready? Count with me. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. That's all we had to do. So you're just thinking, you're just putting these numbers in your head. It's some number sense, and we're just going to count on, but you have to listen to the numbers I give you from where we start and where we count to. Okay, so let's try another one. All right, let's start at 2 and count to 8. So starting at 2, counting to 8. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we stop. All right, good job. Okay, this time we're starting at 5 and we're counting to 11. 5, so put that number 5 in your head, and then we're counting on to 11 and then stopping. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, here's your next one. Starting at 4. 4, and we're going to 13. Ready? What are we starting with? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. Okay, so we're just doing that mental math. All right, this one's going to be a little bit trickier. This one, we're going to count back now. So I'm going to give you a number, and we're going to count down. Okay, so I want you to start at number 8. All right, so we're starting at 8, but now we're counting down or going backwards. We're going backwards to 3. Ready? So put 8 in your head. 8, and let's go backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, you got that? Okay, we're going to count down again. We're starting at 6, and we're counting to 0. So 6 in your head, and we're counting back. 6, 5, 4, 3, keep going, 2, 1, 0. All right, we're going to do another one counting down. I want you this time to put the number 9 in your head. So 9, and we're counting back to the number 2. So 9, counting to 2. Ready? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, good job. Here's our last one of our mental math. Okay, putting the number 13 in your head. You're going to do 13, and we're counting down to 8. Okay, so we're going backwards again. So 13, what comes right before 13? So ready? 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. All right, good job. Okay, so those are just some fun little mental math things. We'll keep doing some more of those. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is, what have we not done yet? We need to do our number of the day. All right, so speaking of counting, now we have to count, but this time we're going to count our sticks to see what number of the day we had and what new number we are going to make. All right, so I'm going to hold up my sticks, and I'm going to have you help me count by how many? 10s. All right, here we go. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right, so I have 6 groups of 10. That's all I have, and now I need to add on another 1. So I have 61. All right, let's look at what that 61 looks like. I'm going to show you my board, and I'm going to go ahead and add in another, oh, if I can get my marker off. Okay, here we go. All right, so I have all my dots and my tens frames. Our last 10 frame we looked at, what happened to it? It got all filled up, right? So what am I going to do now? I need to add on to our new 10 frame. So I'm going to add just another dot in our new 10 frame now. So when we look at those, just like we were just doing with our sticks, we can count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61. All right, so that was the easy way to count it. Now when we look down here, I have all of my tallies filled in my tens. I have 6 groups of 10, but I have nothing over here. So what am I going to do right here? How many tallies should I make? I just added 1 stick, right? So I'm just going to add 1 tally over here. So then when we count those, just like we did with our tens frames, I can count by tens and then count on by 1. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61. All right, what's the last thing I have to do on here? I'm going to have to change something else. I need to change my numbers, don't I? All right, well, I'm going to erase my number 60, and you guys can help me decide what numbers to put up there to make the number 60. How am I going to write that? Well, let's look at how many bundles of 10 we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bundles of 10. So I'm going to put my 6, and then, oh, that 6, that's a little bit of a crooked 6. Poor little guy. Let me make him a little bit better. All right. He was like kind of going sideways. Okay, so I have my 6, and then how many ones? How many tallies did I put? I just made 1 tally. So when we're writing, there we go. When we're writing the number 61, that's what it looks like. 6 tens and 6 ones, and our new number is 61. Okay, let's go ahead and get out your hundredths chart if you have it. We just counted the quick way, right, by tens. So now let's go ahead and count all the way up to 61 by ones. So if you have your hundredths chart, grab it. If not, you can use mine, and my lid won't come off. Okay, there we go. All right, so I have 60. I'm going to mark my 61 so I know what I need to count up to. All right, you ready? Okay, counting by ones with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I have to come all the way back over. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Make sure if you are counting with me, your finger is touching 20. Are you on 20? Okay, we're going to keep going all the way back over. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. What's our next one? 30. Let's go all the way back over. We're getting there. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Check and make sure your number or your finger's on 40. All right, keep counting with me. You need to be counting out loud, are you? Okay, here we go. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We're getting so close. Remember, we can't take a shortcut and go backwards. We have to come all the way back over. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. We're close. All the way back over, and 61. All right. Good job. Thank you for counting all of those ones all the way to 61. You can go ahead and erase your board and put it off to the side if you'd like. All right. And the next thing that we are going to do, if you have a whiteboard and you would like to get out a whiteboard or a piece of paper, you may do so, or you can just watch and listen for a minute. We're going to look at some more story problems, okay? So I'm going to show you some story problems. I'm going to move my computer over. And if you would like to get a piece of paper or a whiteboard to try and solve these problems while I'm reading these, you can do that. All right, so let's look at this first one. This one says, I'm going to read up here. It says, David saw How many? 3, what did he see? Fish. Then he saw, how many? 6 more fish. How many fish did he see? All right, so if you were going to solve this, what would you do? What strategy would you use? Would you use your fingers? Would you use pictures? Maybe some of you even have your counters. If you have your counters, you could use those. What would be the strategy that you would like to use to try and solve this? David saw 3 fish. He saw 6 more. So how many did he see? I'm going to give you a second. If you want to go ahead and try and write it out, you can. All right, so my thinking, I said, okay, David saw 3 fish. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to draw out my 3 fish that he saw. 1, 2, 3. And then I have to decide, am I going to add more fish to that, or am I going to take some fish away? Well, it says then he saw 6 more. So I'm going to have to add 6 more fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those were little fish that he saw on that side, huh? So now I need to know how many did he see all together. So what should I do next? What am I going to do with all those fish? Count them up? I agree. Okay, so let's count and see how many. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many of you guys got 9? Remember, if you go like this, if I do my pinky and my thumb and I go back and forth, that's like me too. Like I got the same answer. I have the same thinking. Okay, so he saw 9 fish. When I go to write that, because sometimes in our math it'll say you need to write a number sentence. So we did our pictures or our symbols first, but now I need to write it with the numbers. So how many did he have? Well, we said he started with 3, and then he saw how many more? 6 more, and that gave us a total of 9. So that's what our number sentence looks like. This is what we used with our symbols. Now, if you didn't have a piece of paper or pencil, what else could you use? Your fingers? All right, how many of you guys tried to use your fingers? Let's try that strategy too. How many did we start with? We started with 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then how many more did we add on to? He saw 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ran out of fingers, so I'm going to add one more. 6. Okay, then when we count those all up, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I still got the same answer. So remember, you can use fingers or you can use pictures. All right, whatever strategy works best for you. All right, we are going to do another one. And I'll flip that one over. We have another one to do. All right, so this time you can decide, do you want to use your fingers or do you want to draw your picture? How do you want to solve this problem? All right, let's look at this number story and see what this one says this time. I see some flowers, I see some numbers. All right, this one says, Ebony picked 4 flowers. Then she picked 3 more flowers. How many flowers did she pick? All right, so I'm thinking in my head, I know there's flowers in there. I know she had 4. That was the first thing it told me. She picked 4 flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out my 4 flowers first. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here are my 4 flowers. Then it says, then she picked 3 more. So should I cross them out or should I add 3 more? I need to add 3 more because she didn't give any away. She picked some more and she picked 3 more. So now I need to draw the 3 more that she picked. 1, 2, and 3. So it asks us, how many did she pick? Well, what do I need to do with those numbers? I had my 4, and then she picked 3 more. How many did she pick? So how am I going to figure that out? What do I need to do? I need to count them all together. So count them all together with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so when I do my number sentence, I started with my 4 flowers that she picked, and then we added, this is our symbol for adding, we added 3 more, and all together, how many were there? There were 7. All right, so here's what you are going to do. I'm going to take this, move this again, and in your math book, you are going to, I know we've done this one other time, but we're going to do it again. This one says you are going to come up with your own number story, okay? So, just like we did with the flowers or the fish, in your math book, you are going to, in this square, come up with your own story or your number story and your number model. So, for example, maybe I want to say, okay, well, I decided that I saw 2 fish. So I'm going to draw my 2 fish. And then I saw, I think this time I only saw 2 more fish. And so my number story is going to say I saw 2 fish and then I saw 2 more. So how many total did I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So my number sentence is going to say 2 and 2 more. And that gives me a total of 4. So you're going to do your own number sentence up in this box. And then where it says number model, that's where you're going to write your numbers. All right, you're coming up with your own number sentence. All right, thank you guys for listening. This is math page 13 in your math book, so you can go ahead and try that. You can do more than one. If you have a whiteboard out right now or a piece of paper, you can practice on that and then wait and do this one with your teacher. But I'm excited to see what number sentences you come up with. All right, guys, thank you for listening and doing a good job. I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye.